Hey y'all, it's a raw day in the A, but it's a perfect time or a perfect day to talk about the history of the making of Washington, D.C. and the White House. It's a perfect time, actually, to talk about the creation of the District of Columbia and the White House. Dirty South history style. Okay? You see, Washington, D.C. wasn't always a place. It was actually created as the official government, the federal government district, when two states donated land to carve out this district for our federal government headquarters. Okay? Maryland and Virginia. The District of Columbia. Columbia basically is, I believe it's a Greek term for freedom. All right? So that's where the District of Columbia name comes from. But the land itself was donated by those two southern states. And believe it or not, Maryland and Virginia are considered southern states because they are below the Mason-Dixon line. Hopefully I'll get an opportunity to talk about the Mason-Dixon line at the Mason-Dixon line, but I digress, okay? So this district was carved out of these two slave states, all right, this land. And believe it or not, it was not prime real estate. It was swampy, heavily wooded, basically wilderness, dotted with a few farms, okay? Well, guess who cleared that land? Go on, guess. You already know. It was the enslaved people. They cleared the land. They graded those areas that would become streets. And they basically, the original developer of D.C. was a Frenchman by the name of Pierre l'Enfant, Pierre the Kid. Okay, so he's the one that mapped out the boundaries of this land. But one of his people that helped him, who was instrumental in mapping out those boundaries, was the brilliant Benjamin Banneker. We'll talk about him at a later date, I'm sure. Benjamin Banneker was an African-American scientist, and he was well respected in his day back in the 1790s when D.C. came to be. Okay, now the White House, which was the previously known as the basically the executive mansion or the president's mansion, was built starting, I believe, in 1793. Okay, and it was the design of an Irishman, an Irish immigrant, right?